welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You are safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locus.
We travel anywhere and everywhere,
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us, and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
And welcome! We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, we do mini-campaigns, I have a minor heart attack, do long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Before we get into the announcements, I have to go through what the heck just happened. Dido, thank you so much for the 2 gift subs. You are amazing. We heckin' love you. One of our lovely moderators. Hangman's Gate RPG. Thank you, Dave, for the bits. We love you, buddy. Shadowhawk, Kyle, thank you for the gift sub. We heckin' love you. Down the line, UF Gatorbite, which I believe friend of the lovely Holly here. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. You are amazing and welcome. We heckin' love ya. And then Sir Heckalot coming in big from that stream from last night with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. We also heckin' love you so much. Not only that, but the Queen of Hearts point, which aka a villain point, gives our DM for tonight the ability to ramp up the difficulty in whatever way he, she, or they might choose.
Adult drinking game.
Heck said, who did that? It was you.
Jacques. So yes, I'm gonna get to a few announcements, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I will pass it on over to the real storyteller for the evening. And then I'll get out of your hair. So, tonight we are playing some Locus, a fantastic horror TTRPG made by Cobblepath Games. If you like horror games at all, I highly recommend you go check them out. You can find their itch.io page where they have all of their projects that they're working on. Highly recommend that you go check out all their stuff. They're also amazing people. It's just so nice, and they've been part of our community for like weeks now. Absolutely cannot recommend high enough. Tomorrow we are playing a game of Passion de la Passions. I will never pronounce that correctly. On Saturday, I am running a game of Alice in Wonderland Week. We're playing Vashen, which is a like Nordic monster hunting game, which I'm very excited for. On Lancer Sunday, we're of course playing Lancer. What else do you do on Lancer Sunday? On Monday, which is actual Alice in Wonderland Day, which I'm sure all of you already knew, and I'm not telling you for the very first time. Obviously. In the morning, we're playing a game of Honey Heist, and then capping this whole week of Wonderland off with a nice, light-hearted game of Call of Cthulhu. should just be a relaxing way to end this amazing event. Um, since we are on the topic of subs and follows, I need to add that last follow in, which, that's okay. I'm gonna pronounce this correctly. Give me a second. Setsujinsha? I didn't pronounce that correctly. I apologize. Thank you for the follow. I think I got them all though. Hope I got them all. If I missed you, just shout at me. It's cool. My mods yell at me all the time. I'm used to it. You will notice that the tokens, which I will add here in just a moment, were made through HeroForge.com, a fantastic website where you can make hyper-customized miniature models, get them sent straight to your door. They're constantly adding new things. Recently, they added the ability to hold cups, which was my favorite addition ever. They also added slings, they added dynamite, and if you're into that sort of thing, they added whips. They are constantly adding new outfits, new gears, new colors. They have lighting. It is absolutely amazing. If you want custom miniature models for your home games, you can absolutely get more than what you're looking for there. You can use the link there in the chat to not only get said cool stuff, but support us in the heckin' process. And we'd love you for it. Yes, the July casting call is still up. I do believe.
Yes.
Yes. Though, if you do want to roll dice with us, I would highly recommend you check out the casting call ASAP. You can find it on our Twitter. You can also find it in our Discord. Link is down below and in chat. Because I think it was by the end of the second day, we had 25 submissions, which is crazy.
Awesome.
Just, internet is a weird place. Time is a weird soup.
Rude.
But yes, if you do want to roll dice with us or just hang out with us in our Discord, we would absolutely love to have you. You can join us from that link there in chat or the big button underneath the stream that says Discord. It's where we post all of our casting calls, our schedules, our cat pictures, and where we just generally hang out and be giant nerds. All right, did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, pick up some music. Perfect. And then I'm going to pass it over to Tessa, so you can take it from here. Have fun, everybody.
Thank you, Hooper.
Thank you, Hooper. Hello, welcome. I am Tessa. I am DMing a lovely game of Locus, as Hooper said. So let's go ahead and go on through. Why don't we start with Holly? Why don't you let us know who you're playing today?
All right. I am playing Gemma Hernandez, and she is the mechanic. She is got short, asymmetrical haircut, and it's like black at the top with like white at the ends, and she is wearing lots of straps and belts. And she can fix just about anything. At least she tries.
And she fixes shit. She's absolute necessity
Yes.
on this ship. We're gonna move
Most
on down to Billy. Who you playing today?
Hello, I am Billy. I'll be playing Brad Flanagan, a overconfident security officer who is in peak shape and who makes sure everybody knows about it. He likes to wear his big power armor. He's got a blaster pistol. He is the face of authority on this ship. And yeah, that is me. I will be keeping everybody safe, to the best of my ability today.
Face of authority. I love it. All right, moving on over to Kyle. Who are you playing tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to be playing Pike Trout, the captain and pilot of the vessel, the actual face of authority. And as my shillelagh will attest, But yeah, I, much like myself, kind of a shaved to close to the scalp haircut. Constantly wearing a HUD visor and a compression suit for those high G maneuvers that he doesn't have to pull in the science vessel. So yeah,
That the science people tend to frown upon when you attempt to.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Moving on to Dave. Who you playing tonight?
Hey, I'm Dave, and I'll be playing Jarek Hill, the computer science, numbers, data. I let all of space and my computer tell me where I need to tell Pike that we need to go, and we go there. And I make no real decisions on my own. Also, I don't know a stranger.
All right. Starting. Well, I suppose we should start at the beginning. Little background. The IRSV Diana has been at the forefront of many great discoveries already in her lifetime. Able to fly through and withstand environmental hazards like none before. She and her crew are truly the pioneers of this eon, containing a quantum based warp drive, which is both fully functional and completely experimental, allows deep dives that return monumental revelations that have changed our understanding of the galaxies. Each of you has been hand selected through many interviews as part of the newest space crew. The old crew all retired, of course, with a few ghost stories being slung around the cantinas. But here you are now, the newest exploratory team, perhaps eager, maybe a little trepid. You and Diana can now venture forth into the deep unknown together. You've probably been on the ISRV Diana for a little over 3 months now, getting comfortable with the controls, see how she tilts, how she functions, staying a little closer to certain space stations in case you needed immediate assistance. But now you've been given the green light approval to use the quantum warp system. Ace of Base, your home contact, has informed you that the leash has been removed. Jarek, you have received a number of data points, multiple locations that have been marked as interesting. A few of them have descriptions, a few of them don't. It is completely up to you and the crew, maybe, to decide if you want to use any of these points or if you just want to point, put your finger on a map, and fly to some random coordinates and check out the surrounding area.
Well, once I got these numbers, I would definitely try to look through them and see if there was anything that was saying, like, readings we've never seen before, because that's where I want to go.
I am likely just kind of like walking around the ship with like my hands like touching everything, kind of like getting a feel for her.
I imagine that the instructional booklet that they gave you was probably tossed aside.
100%. Like, what do I need those?
You're like, I have hands and I have eyes. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm great. I can fix anything.
That's why they hired you, of course. So you want to see if there's any each point will contain some sort of abnormal reading. It just depends. Are you looking for anything specific?
Well, if I knew what it was, I wouldn't be looking for it.
No.
We need to find. We need to make a discovery that pales all the other ones before us.
But
If there's, I mean, I don't really know how to say it other than like, do I see something that's really abnormal, but I don't have words to explain?
no, I get you. As you're kind of looking through them, you do notice that there's one particular, I'd say, spot or a set of coordinates that just kind of seems to be flickering in and out. You go to look at it to actually like type in the coordinates, and suddenly the spot's not there. It's like must have been a mistake. You look up again, and the coordinates have now moved just slightly.
That's the one I was looking for. And as I see that, I'm going to immediately go to wherever I know Pike would be at.
Pike is, as usual, someplace between the commissary area closest to the bridge and the bridge. HUD glasses, the HUD visor perhaps tipped up on the on his brow, and but his trusty portable workstation always in his hand, always checking, always looking down, seeing what's around the ship, and checking to make sure that that when it comes to actually maneuvering the ship, he likes to be hands-on, but when he's not actually on the bridge, he's always got his portable with him. So that's the easiest place to find him, because he runs out of coffee a lot, so he's got to go get another cup.
Hey, Pike, Sir Pike.
Yeah.
Sir Captain Pike. Yes.
just Pike's fine.
Oh.
Just.
I found what we were looking for, and I'll pull out my device and just kind of show him like the blinking coordinates.
Oh, coordinates don't usually move like that.
No, this is something. Maybe alternate realities. That would be. Imagine bringing that back.
Well, I mean, it would definitely prove, definitely show why it's jumping around, and alternate realities would definitely make arguments for determinism versus free choice interesting. So, and I mean, that's why we're here.
So you
well,
in?
Not that specifically. Of course I'm in.
All
Let's
right.
get to the bridge so I can get in the seat. Not gonna try to pilot the Diana from this. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to.
Well, I'll see you on the other side, Captain.
Sounds good to me. Just forward those to the. Oh, you've already sent them to my handheld. Never mind. I'll just plug them in when I get there.
Which proves slightly difficult as it continues to jump around slightly.
I'll message back to Jarek, and I'll be like, maybe check in with engineering and see if there's some way you can either fine tune the sensors to the particular wavelength that this is giving off, or come up with some kind of predictive algorithm, because it's still moving. It's hard to jump to something that's moving.
Yeah,
I will get
right on that. I was planning on doing that, but I got too excited and I had to show you first.
No worries. I'll be on the bridge when you've got something.
And now I guess I will go to the hallway where Jim is filling the walls.
I'm not just filling the walls. Like, I'm just like getting a feel for her. Like, I'm trying to like talk to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vibe check.
Yeah. Hey, are you there yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Captain wants us to. I'm gonna stop for a second as I'm starting to explain what we need to do without explaining why. All right, so we found coordinates giving off some energy that seems to be flickering in and out of existence out there in space. We've got to figure out some way to figure out where it's going to pop up next so we can be there. Captain
Okay.
told me to come see you. Seems like something you can do. I mean, I could do it too, but if we all want to share.
But yes. Yes. I can I you so as far as items goes, I'm so sorry. Using an item, does it always mess up its durability? I know we're not really paying attention to that, but
Necessarily, no.
okay, great. I'm just gonna run my little diagnostic scanner real fast while he is telling me what's going on.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you're able to enter in the coordinates that it had been in, essentially give it a little, mathematical equation, and, bada bing, bada boom, triangles and math.
Yes, geometry. All right.
You've got, a rough prediction as to about where it's going to be.
Okay. Well, so what this is telling me is that I can get close. I mean, I can't be precise. I can get close.
Makes sense. Can I see the code?
And then I'm going to show you the code.
And I'm just going to, as he does, being nice to everyone, but going, maybe I can do this better.
Yeah.
But as a compliment, I want to see your work, and then secretly, I'm going to
judge it.
Secretly, I'm going to change it.
Yeah, right. All right. So that's as good as I've got. I think she's going to do real nice. I'm very excited.
Oh yes, and I forward those to Pike at that point.
Okay.
And as soon as I get those, I will begin plotting a course and giving the general ship-wide, everybody get to a grab couch. We're going.
Right.
Now let's go. All right, let's go.
Brad, where would you be during all of this?
I would be patrolling the hallways and corridors of the ISRV Diana, making sure that there are no stowaways and/or hooligans committing heinous acts of vandalism.
Not on this ship.
Exactly. Not on my watch. Yeah, basically just patrolling the ship.
I swear I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I might have.
Say, I think if anyone would have, it would be Gemma at this point. She's like, look, I made it better. Like
I did. I fixed it.
But why is it pink?
I mean, okay, I'll just make it green.
Ship is gray.
Man fixed.
Right?
They
fixed it.
So are you?
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by the lovely trash panda that is running this game tonight.
I love it.
I can't actually currently look at. Anyways, so Brett, as you guys hear kind of the call overhead, telling you to either get in your places and buckle down, or you can always, of course, go to where the captain is at, and there's chairs up there for you guys to buckle into. Where do you think you all would go?
The cockpit with Pike so I can be one of the first people to see what's going on, where we're going, because we just started to jump.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with them, even though naturally Gemma would stay back, but because this is like a new thing and I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair.
Jarek ran back to his room to grab something and didn't realize that we were going now, so he's locked down in there, tied himself to the wall with some straps.
I mean, you might make it back.
Only one way to find out.
I was like, no,
Well, I have
never
a
split the party.
I have readings. I'm not gonna punch it until all the members of the crew have reported in at their designated spots. Not that irresponsible.
I am.
100%. I am as well.
You hear him ask, "Got it?" You just hear, "I'm good." As he straps himself to the wall.
Hit you one go.
Not asking him why he has straps, but okay.
Safety.
You might need a belt. You just never know. When you look over, Gemma's like covered in straps.
It's the fashion.
And my favorite line from a bad science fiction movie, and the monkey pushes the button.
Yes.
As you turn on the engines to warp, you can all feel the ship just begin to lightly vibrate. Whether you are sitting at the cockpit or perhaps alone in your room or strapped to a wall.
There's a difference between those two?
Maybe.
Oh wait, I'm channeling Sunday morning Lancer, I'm sorry.
You can feel as the hair on your body just begins to stand on end. Teeth and jaws begin to ache. Power visor on the ship goes up slowly, till you can't see outside anymore. Space gone. Pressure just continues to build now behind your eyes as it just kind of seems to move within you. Now it's down in your nasal cavities, causing your face to just ache like a sinus infection. Then it goes down into your throat, making swallowing almost difficult to do. And you could just feel as your entire body almost sinks back further a little bit into whatever surface you're currently on. Until that feeling moves down into your chest. Quite literally like someone is sitting on you, squeezing your lungs tighter and tighter until you can hear yourself wheeze. The entire ship just hums with energy. Doesn't feel like you're moving, but it hurts like you're moving. Minutes pass as you feel like almost like you're drowning on nothing. You're just suffocating. And then the engines go silent. And as they do, the pressure just drops. Yep, Gemma. You're alone. Pressure stays. That same pressure of when you couldn't breathe. When you saw what had happened. And it's so instant, so reminiscent, that for a moment it's like you flash back to that garage. Then suddenly the weight lifts and you can breathe. You are sitting
Um, Gemma is um, perspiring at this point. It's like almost instantly. Like she's starting to get like sweat beading on her lip. Like she like is like starts searching for like something to like something I can touch, something I can feel, something I can smell, something. And she's like talking to herself, but she's saying it pretty quietly.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and add a stress roll with that?
Oh no. Okay.
First rule of the game.
And oh, all right. So how does this go? Do I roll all three?
I'm double checking because I don't want to get this wrong.
I understand.
I'm gonna go with medium difficulty, so you're still gonna roll all three.
Okay.
And let's do it. Open the wrong page. No. Do it against. Do you feel? I think your temper might be pretty good at the moment.
Okay. That's good. I was a little worried. mm. And so okay, so I rolled a not great. I rolled a 2 1s and a 3.
So you can spend a will point to re-roll if you would like.
Okay.
And since it's medium, I think you have to spend
2.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. All right, and is it for all 3 dice, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 willpower, yeah, for up to 3 dice, yeah.
Okay. So I got 2 6s and a 2. Much better that time around. I think, right?
So yeah, your middle 2 6s and a 2. What's your middle dice?
It's a 6.
Yeah. You can feel that anger kind of starting to build. That almost that panicky feeling of needing something right now. Like you don't care what it is. Like if you have to rip it out of someone's hand, you will. And then you're able to just kind of ground yourself. Whatever it is that you find to ground yourself right there with you seems to work.
Okay. And she's actually like white knuckling her the little straps that she has on the side of her pants, like both sides. Um, we're here, right? She's like she's a little curt at this point. She's not mad, but she's curt.
Well, we're somewhere.
All right. And I'm gonna like unstrap and get up and like I'm gonna work over there. Just like go to a corner and like start messing with stuff. Like
Is your captain speaking? Feel free to move. Feel free to undo your safety belts and move about the cabin.
All right, good. All right, perfect. All right. Where is here?
those
Somewhere.
coordinates, those coordinates I gave, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's what the sensors are saying is that we're there. Where there is, well, that's for people, not me, to determine. I just fled the ship.
Fair. Okay, what is here?
Um,
Why did
something
we?
new. Something new. Um, Jarek, Jarek, Jarek.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there you are. Um, would you kindly explain to Mr. Flanagan why we're where we are?
Yes, and I'll give you a little bit more of a definition here in just a second when I recheck the readings. But we're here because it was readings that I'd never seen before, and they were randomly appearing throughout the galaxy, universe, known space. Yes, all of those.
Got it. All right.
And then as I say that, I'm going to get onto the computer and start looking for signs of the same data that I was seeing before we left.
Is there any way to physically look outside of the ship, like a big old window or something?
Yeah, if your pilot would like to lower the protective visor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now that we're out of warp, and I do a quick sensor scan real quick to make sure that there's nothing, no debris fields or micro showers or anything like that that could potentially perforate the viewing bubbles. But yeah, absolutely, because part of a science vessel like this would definitely be the very large open expanses of visible glass. Because why not?
Here.
Because
So
space.
so absolutely, I'm gonna like I said, double check the sensors, and once those come back clear, absolutely lower all the safety canopies, because everybody needs to be able to look out onto the gorgeous wonderment that is the outside of the vessel.
Yeah.
You begin to lower those because your reader comes back clear. There's currently nothing that seems to be of issue or in the way. Lower the visor, and he actually watches something large seems to pass, kind of cast a shadow right in between where the visor, that little space of window that's currently showing as it's going down, seems to pass overhead. Pike, you watch another one as it kind of seems to go along the side. Maybe wreckage?
Um, possibly. Wasn't picking up anything though. It's different.
A few wires go by. The visor's still going down. You're about now. You can see out a little better. And for a split moment, you swear you see a ship just in tatters, bent, broken, twisted. A light shines from, well, below the ship. Kind of have to, everyone just blinds everyone quickly.
What's that?
It fades. You look and there's just an expanse of open space. Down below, where the light came from, you see what appears to be some sort of crescent moon that has been beaten and worn. suppose you could probably say it was once a moon and it is now an asteroid. Circling what appears to be a very, very large planet. Pike, this did not show up at all on your scan.
Gemma, something. Could you do a diagnostic on the external scanners? Because I would like to have known that there was a very large celestial body, more or less directly in front of us, before I lowered the safety shields. And it definitely did not show up on my scans.
Well, yeah. I am happy to, and then I'm like gonna go try and do that. I'm a little flustered because I don't know why it didn't show up. I don't know. And I like look at the captain. I'm sorry, Cap. I don't know.
You kind of glance over his shoulder. It's right there.
Jarek?
Yes.
There, planet? Nothing? Was nothing on your thing there? This little radar?
And I turned to Tessa. Was there anything on my readings whenever?
Not. Can you see from where you're at? Yeah.
I'm just.
I'm telling
looking
them
at
that
all-
something's there. Yeah, like.
Yeah. I'm looking at all the information that the ship sensors are putting into my computer. That's all I see.
Oh yeah, I mean the sensors are definitely like there is something large right beneath you guys.
Yeah, there's definitely a planet or a large asteroid or something that could support a civilization if it had water and oxygen below us. Sorry, should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Make a note.
I'm
Mention planets next
gonna
time.
look at like the captain, and I'm like gonna raise my eyebrow. Like, isn't he a friend of yours? Don't you know him?
I know him about as well as I know the rest of you.
Excellent. And I will run the diagnostic on those scanners.
Oh, it's
This
on.
was-
It's on
oh.
his scanner.
It's on his. It just not. It just like the ship didn't. It's like.
Oh no, like you can see it. You can see it just fine.
Well, I meant like, is anything broken on that? Because it didn't pick it up before, right? Only on Jarek's, correct? Because he fixed my geometry.
No, and you can see it on Pike's.
Oh.
You're not sure why he's saying it's not showing up because you're looking at it with him. It's right. It's like, do you need to like maybe he needs to be poked in the eyeballs because it's right there.
Well, Cap, it is right there. Picking it up now.
What? I mean, yes, I can see it using Eyeball 2.0, but it's not here on my readout. And now that I look down at my readout, is it actually there?
You have to like tilt your screen and practically like squint as it gradually like pops forward for you. Like a slow pop-up book.
Hey, maybe it's this that needs to be looked at because I'm seeing it now, but it's taking its sweet forever to get here.
I mean, you're still not sure what he's talking about because it's been there this entire time.
Oh no.
Quick question: are we in constant communication, or is it select who you're speaking with?
assume that your communications is open. That
Okay.
is technically for you to decide, I suppose.
Okay. Maybe it just showed up because it just showed up.
Well, I
That-
ran the diagnostics. Everything seemed to be working okay. And I like walk over to like the a little bit closer to the display, and I'm like just kind of like looking around, like what is going on? I don't know.
That's what I would like to know. But well, you know, science vessels, especially those with experimental but functional systems, yeah, they have the occasional feature. Feature, yes, that's what they're called. Features.
Yes.
Wait, you're the captain?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. And I just like put my head down.
I
And I like
also this is also my first voyage on this vessel, much like it is yours.
That's true. That's fair.
In fact, I don't think there's a member of the crew who has ever been out on the Diana before.
No, I don't. I think you're correct in us in bringing that up. But secretly, I am mad that you brought that up.
Jarek, are you still just kind of generally searching?
If I get confirmation or denial, either one, that this is the same anomaly that I was looking for, I'm going to head to the bridge.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Uh,
Affirmative?
affirmative.
All right, so I'm heading to the bridge now. This is what we were looking for. We made it.
All right. So
And
it's
now
intentional.
all see out the main window. Besides this little sliver of a broken moon, you see just kind of the domed these pink and purple and blue, which you can only assume might possibly be gases or auroras, just swirling around it in kind of a mesmerizing dance almost.
That looks pretty and dangerous all at the same time.
I like it.
Yeah.
You could even say pretty dangerous.
That's what I was thinking.
You could, but I won't.
You could.
I said it for you, so you don't have to.
Jarek, as you're still kind of have the scanner up, as you're still sort of searching, you do happen to get a small little hit, a small little beep.
I look down at the screen.
A distress call.
Brad, it's for you. I hand him.
Hello?
No, it's a it's on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Well, what is it? What is the distress call specifically saying? Is it giving me the, hey, this is why we're in distress, or who we are in distress?
You like to push the play button?
I will press the play button.
Oh God.
Here, kind of a hey, Ace of Base. This is White Rabbit. Can you hear me? This place is absolutely remarkable. There's fuel cells. Repeat, need fuel cells. There has to be someone else out here, right? Like there. I mean, we're not. There's. And then it just replays. Ace of Base. This is White Rabbit. Can you hear me? This place is just continue to loop.
Hey, Ace of Base, isn't that who we answer to?
It is.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
is.
right.
So.
I'll be right back, and I'm going to go back to my computer and try to find records on White Rabbit.
Brad, as you're listening to this play, in the static, you swear you hear your name called. Very, very small, very distant, very panicked. You go back and search White Rabbit. It's a call sign for one of the researchers who's on this vessel.
All right, I'm going to try to dive into their personnel record, just basic stuff like job accomplishments, that type of thing. If they should
what
be
are you
out.
looking for?
Just try to hack into their basic personnel records.
I'm sorry, what are you looking for?
Specifically?
I'm sorry, what are you looking for?
Who is that?
Sorry, what are you looking for?
White Rabbit.
I'm sorry, what are you looking for?
Oh no.
I will reach down and turn it off, and then turn it back on again.
As you turn it back on, across just the bottom of the screen, you watch a little tiny white rabbit just run across the screen. Comes back to life.
All right. I'm attempting something. I'm fine if it doesn't work, but I'm going to turn it back off again, then get my handheld device that we're using in the future and record as I turn it back on.
On.
No rabbit?
What rabbit? Also,
Okay.
it is top of the hour. I need you all to draw me a card, please.
Oh.
All right. Still neutral. Still good.
Okay.
What we got?
Neutral for me.
A neutral for me as well.
I drew my virtue.
Ooh.
Very nice, very nice. All right. You're recording.
Well, all I was trying to capture was that rabbit that I saw, but if it doesn't show up, then I'm going to kind of stop doing this and make my way back to the others and go to Gemma, actually, because this has to be a hardware problem, because there's nothing wrong with the software here.
Would like you to please make me a piloting check.
Will that be the pilot?
Yeah, Pike.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just like, why?
Jared
we're
was like,
Why?
no.
We're all like,
Why is he driving?
Sorry if that didn't come through.
why is he suddenly in charge? Okay, so what am I looking for here?
Let's do an easy clumsiness.
Easy clumsiness. Yeah, that's 2 6s and a 2. So easy, I'm looking for my highest dice, so that is a 6. Versus my 1 clumsiness.
You notice that the ship seems to be kind of listing off a little bit, a little to the side. You're watching as a few, random little asteroids are going the other direction, and the ship is just kind of slowly tilting ever so slightly.
The ship's not supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna check all the thrusters and make sure that I've in fact put us at full stop, because we're not supposed to be progressing anywhere, and then do another scan for a gravity well or something that could be pulling us in, because that is also not good.
You make your checks. Everything seems to be on course, except there is definitely some sort of gravity effect here that seems to be quite literally pulling you down.
All right, everybody. I don't know if it's because this is our first actual full out rundown. But we definitely are experiencing some interesting system features currently. In fact, everything tells me that we're at a full stop, but my eyeball 2.0 is telling me that we are in fact being pulled down, based on the minor space bits that are going by the canopy. So, if anyone in R&D or engineering would like to tell me why this is happening, I would be loving to know.
I believe the laws of time and space don't apply here. That's just an early hypothesis.
Oh, goody! That feels wonderful for us. That feels absolutely wonderful.
Hey, you're the one that signed on to following this teleporting space anomaly. It was just my idea.
This is true, but that's part of what we got hired for. It's what I got hired for.
And I think I would be close enough to actually be back to the front of the ship by now, depending on the size. But so I'm in person.
Yeah, absolutely. You too see the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Brad was gonna get his helmet, put it on, make sure he's all covered up, and then sync everyone's life support to his scanner, so that way he knows who's dead and who's not.
Don't you all feel safe with your security officer?
That's right. That's right. Safety first.
You're doing so good.
It's Space Ocean.
As the ship begins to list more and more, what are you guys doing?
I am hopping back in the actual control chair, and trying to get some response out of the Diana. Get her at least her like maneuvering thrusters going, so that I can keep us from nosediving.
I'm absolutely at this point not in a seat, not tied down to anything. I'm looking. I want to run I would like to do like a check on the diagnostic scanner just to see if I can get anything different as to why this is happening.
Let's go ahead and have you roll against your impatience. And this time, let's do a medium one. Actually,
Okay.
I feel like everyone can go ahead and do this. Actually, let's go ahead and all roll a medium stress check.
No.
Versus our impatience.
The rest of you are going to do cowardice.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Whoa.
So I have a question. When you roll against your impatience, or cowardice, what does that do?
So it's just the stat that they'll be rolling against, whereas you're rolling against your impatience stat. They're rolling against their cowardice stat.
Okay.
And so medium difficulty means it's the middle dice, and you want it to roll above your stat.
I'm going to burn willpower.
Or you increase. You can also use your willpower.
We have to take the middle number?
I'm going to also burn a willpower.
Okay. Yeah, it's the middle dice for medium.
And do you have to meet or beat?
It has to be above.
And
if you don't make it, you can use your willpower to reroll, or you can, increase your stress level by 1.
I will use
right.
1 willpower to reroll 3 dice. Correct?
Yes. But for medium,
burning.
There's.
Is it not?
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yes. 1 for all.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That was 3 fails, so I'm going to take it.
Okay.
Oh no.
I passed. I got a 6. It was like
you and the 6s.
I know, it's the best willpower I've ever spent.
I passed.
Fantastic.
I failed.
I mean, this is the time and space rules don't work here. Like, what is that? What is that nonsense?
I don't like it.
Oh, I mean, and then now the ship's like doing something on its own. That's what it sounds like they're saying. That's, I mean, not entirely what you signed up to do.
I can't shoot the laws of space.
You cannot. Well, I mean, you might be able to because the rules of time and space don't apply. Oh God, your brain. Gemma, even as the ship seems to be tilting, you're just running the diagnostic. It seems to be fine. Like, there's definitely a gravity pull, but the ship itself is fine.
Okay, I relay that, and I'm like, the ship is fine. This is not of Diana, and as I say it, I'm gonna put my hand on her. I'm gonna be like, this is not Diana's doing.
Well, that's good to know. Diana and I are currently having a conversation. The thruster sword. Yes. And there's absolutely no there's stress in Pike's voice, but there's no fear. It's like he's dealt with this kind of thing before. He's totally level currently.
For now.
Right.
Now.
Jarek, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm a little bit shaken but excited at the same time. I'm really trying to fight it down, but just can't. I keep feeling that lump coming up in my throat. But I still want to see what happens next, even though I'm terrified of it. What's the worst that could happen? We die heroes.
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I think out loud, and that was just me talking to myself. Guys, I didn't mean that. We're gonna be fine. Be fine.
Yeah.
Are
And I'm like, yeah.
are Diana's thrusters responding?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. So
Aren't
so I'm
getting anywhere though.
no, I'm just trying to keep us from plunging further. Like I mean, if I'm constantly having to fight this, then we're gonna be in trouble anyways, because we only have so much fuel for thrusters. They're on a different system than the engine.
We're using them, but you're still not necessarily going the direction you wanted to be going.
Yeah, so Diana is in fact responding to helm control. However, this pull is well, it's more than we can handle, at least with what I'm putting into it right now. So at this point, I guess we run some numbers and see how long we have until we have to pursue more drastic options.
I will get right on that, and we'll start punching the numbers, the fuel capacity of the ship, the pressure being. I guess I have to estimate the pressure being put on the ship since the sensors say 0.
I'm gonna have you, Jarek, go ahead and roll me a durability check for the thrusters.
All right.
I want you to go ahead and roll me 3d6, and the middle die needs to be above a 4.
Can I willpower? I don't know if I can on a durability check. If not, the middle number's a 1.
Great.
You, or you can use I'm pretty sure that there's like a floating luck point somewhere in this channel over here.
Looks
Hey, James, thank you. I told you I would need that. Now the middle number is a 6.
Oh, that's a much better middle number.
That's nice.
Much as you think that the thrusters will hold out, for now at least. But if he continues along using them as hard as he is, you might not have thrusters in the future.
Yeah, they're holding for now, Pike, but I think you should turn them down.
Okay, well, see, the problem is that if I turn them down, then the ship points down, and the ship pointing down is a very large celestial body. This one's not on fire, thankfully, but it's appears to be covered in gas, and who knows what's at the heart of it. Could be more gas, could be not gas. And ship and not gas go crunch.
What about the moon?
What about the moon?
Can we
The
make it?
large.
Can we land it?
I mean,
You all watch as the gas that has been swirling and dancing and moving along this ginormous planet just kind of slowly uncoiled a little bit. And that dancing, whirling, almost fog like electric fog starts floating up towards the ship.
Is that okay? Look, I'm a pilot. I fly things very, very well. That's not normally supposed to happen, correct? And I'm not the only one seeing that, right?
Do I see this?
It's like you are not. Actually, it's fair.
You can all see this.
You know,
Right,
that's very
good.
much happening.
Okay. Does the Diana have landing gear, or is she an orbital only?
She does have landing gear.
Okay, so why yes, we're going to shoot for the little sliver of a moon because that's our we know that that's solid. We're presuming. I mean, unless this particular moon happens to be made of cheese, in which case, well, as you said, time and space don't mean anything out here.
It could be cheese. I might kind of hope it is.
I don't want no space cheese.
It's got to be better than the stuff that they're serving, that they gave us here.
That's not cheese.
Brad, once again, the little message. Beep. Beep.
Mm.
Beep.
I look at the screen.
Beep. Same message. It's just now on red again. Beep. You pulling her towards the planet?
Oh yeah, I'm pointing the Diana towards the moon and well, trying to point her towards the moon and go that way.
Are there any like guns on the Diana? Or like a mining laser or something? Something I can shoot it with?
The moon? You would like to destroy it?
No,
No.
The thing that you're trying to land on. Love it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah. The Diana hears this and thinks it's a great idea.
Oh, I bet she does. No. No, something to somehow like maybe stop the gases from coming at us with either guns, lasers, or maybe even thrusters if it has to come down to it.
Fortunately, she is a research vessel.
All right, I have the only gun. Wonderful. All right.
I got a gun. I just brought it with me.
However, that piece of energy that you watched unlatch from the planet is still coming towards you.
All right, everyone.
I'm
I said,
not a captain, but like maybe we should put the things up, right?
yeah, yes. Well, as much as I would love to do that, I also don't know what exactly is going on with the sensors. So,
I've already told you there's
gonna,
nothing wrong.
Well, what the sensors are telling me and what they're telling you are, and what they're telling Jarek, all appear to be slightly different, and my eyeballs haven't lied to me yet. And I'm totally ignoring what I saw as the shades were opening, because that obviously wasn't there. And I'm gonna be like, everybody hold on, I'm a pilot, this is what I do, and I am gonna try to get us moving towards the moon and away from the big shiny gas electric cloud that is coming towards us.
I mean, not to criticize and not that I think I can do better. I want to make that really clear right now. Anyone else a little worried?
Yes.
Not a
But
little.
it'll be okay.
I mean, not just what's happening outside, but what's happening at that station over there. And I'm like starting visibly to kind of like get a little angry. Like, the captain, like, you're the best?
I'd like you to roll for emotional damage, please.
Aw.
I do, or the captain?
No, neither. Jared,
Yes.
the screen that you have been looking at and the data plots that you have been so carefully looking at, and you're starting to flicker, specifically the moon and where Captain is attempting to land. That plot point that you all arrived to. It's not stable.
I mean, it looks like it's blown up, right? I guess that makes sense.
As you look down and look back up, you all watch as the crescent moon seems to grow a little bit in its crescent shape before it disappears. And it blips right off of your screen.
Hey.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
And that happened in front of all of our eyeballs as well, right?
It sure did.
All right. See, and that's exactly why I did not put the shields up again, because yes,
Maybe we should
because
put the shields up now.
I mean,
you
he is
know,
security. I think that if
I actually am agreeing with Brad on this one. The shields, I flipped the button. The shields are going back up.
Please,
Because I'm not trying to land on anything anymore, so I don't need to see. And what I can't see can't hurt me, right?
Absolutely, of course.
Is the energy that's trying to get us, is that showing up on the radar or anything at all? Do we track that and its distance between us and it?
I mean, it was closing in. Showing up on the. I suppose it would kind of show up as like a wispy.
Like a shockwave or something? I don't know.
Yeah, like a little kind of in and out visibility. However, at this point, our dear pilot, you are still going down. You angled the ship, and Diana is going in the direction in which you angled her.
Uh-huh. Yes. And I am that they're already calling into well, at least one of them is calling into my abilities in this chair. So I'm not gonna actually mention that we're still going down. That we're not going the direction I am telling us to. I'm just going to keep that between me and myself.
Rude.
As your captain just takes hold and takes the lead. What are you doing, Captain?
Again, I'm gonna try to fight this as best I can, but I don't have a lot to work on here, so I can only fight what I know, and that's that requires the ship to respond to what I tell it to do, and it's the Diana appears to not want to do that, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh. All right. I need everyone to go ahead and draw me another card, please.
Oh God. All right. I got my virtue. So I get willpower for that?
Do. Gain 3 willpower.
And you
Suck it.
discard the virtue
And you
card.
discard, yeah.
Got it. All right, cool.
What about everyone else?
Neutral for me.
Okay.
Haunt.
Haunt.
Ooh.
Oh.
I also drew haunt.
Oh no.
Double haunt.
As
No.
you almost talking under your breath at this point, literally talking to Diana, just feel as the controls themselves under your hands shift down. Try and pull them back. There's no pulling back. At the same time, you would all feel as the ship just vibrates with electricity. The lights just flicker in and out. There's a small spark noise that, oh, Gemma, you're so very afraid for that noise.
Mm-hmm.
But the lights come back on. But you can feel as the entire ship is just lifting harder and harder.
You got this, Captain?
What's going on?
Yeah, I've got this. Sometimes you have to it's the whole turn into the skid.
All right. Gemma, how's it going with what was that? Was that blackout? What was that about?
Well, I'm just as surprised as you. I'm just gonna go with I don't know yet. And I just don't think that running any more diagnostics is gonna give us the answer we're looking for. I did hear a sound I didn't like. That happened.
Sound. What was the
Yeah.
sound that you didn't like?
That that spark sound like some sizzling. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'll run another diagnostics. This is. I just don't think it's gonna do anything, but let's do it. What do I find anything?
Is there any way that Brad can do like a sweep of any life signs on the ship? Besides just our own? Just like a bloop, hey, what's on the ship?
You gonna get up to do it?
Yeah, if I have to.
No, I imagine that you have some sort of rudimentary scanner.
Yeah, if I have to plug it into like the wall jack or something to use the ship sensors to help my.
That is impolite. That is so mean. We're gonna die.
What?
Party White Games just gave 10 gift subs.
Like a bajillion. 10.
My God.
That's
Thank
two more.
you.
That's 2 more draws.
Thank you, all the subs. We get 2 more cards. Let's go, baby.
Party
All
Wipe
right.
Games, you are an absolute legend. Thank you so much. And clearly, from all of these very happy faces in front of you, the players are thrilled to have 2 more cards.
Oh yeah.
Very
both neutral. What's up?
I know, mine are too. Yeah.
I got neutral as well. Neutral and virtue.
That does put us at 42 subs, which means that we are going to have a full cosplay stream.
Oh, yes!
Game
Put my name in
is
that.
TBD, but every person, including the DM, is full-on cosplay.
Oh, heck yeah.
Did my little ear hear haunt? Was there a haunt card in that draw?
No, I got a neutral and a virtue.
Wow.
And I got 2 neutrals. I was super happy.
I got 2 neutrals, but I got a bunch of cards now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many cards do we have total? Let's do a quick.
I have 6 in front of me.
I have
I also have
7.
6.
I got 7.
Have so many cards.
True.
Right. Right. All right. So Gemma, you're running a diagnostic check.
Yes.
Brad, you're looking for signs of life anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You just, I mean, it's kind of a normal thing that you've started doing kind of ever since, right?
Yeah, just making sure that nothing's kind of without of my preview.
Not that there should be anything here. It's a very well secured ship. You made sure of that when you
Mm-hmm.
took the job. You made sure of that when you got on.
Right.
You look at your scanner and there's nothing.
No us, no nothing.
According to your scanner, there's no life aboard this ship.
Oh, God.
Well, looks like everyone's dead already. Oh, wonderful. All right, and I can visibly see Gemma and Pike and Jarek is there as well now?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So visibly, we're all alive. Check.
You look up and look at everyone, and then you look back down and you see the little blips. Oh, here, you're all alive.
Everything's fine.
Everything's
fine. How far till we land, Captain?
Well, since there's no moon, we're going deeper into the gravity well to try to slingshot out of the gravity well to reserve our thrusters.
Like a wormhole. Excellent
Yes.
idea. Yeah. I saw that in a movie once.
Dearest pilot.
Oh.
Yes.
Please roll me 3d6.
No.
I believe.
And what am I rolling versus?
Tell me your numbers, please.
What? Oh no, she wants to know my numbers. Is this a piloting check?
Or I'll take a piloting check.
Well, I'm just because I'm trained.
Yeah. It's fine.
So. Okay, that's a 5, a 4, and a 2.
That's definitely what he's saying he's gonna do, you guys. It's gonna be great. He's just gonna slingshot you as you all feel the landing gear come out. He's definitely gonna slingshot you. Yep. Gemma,
Why do I hear landing gear? Oh, I just want to know why I hear it. I mean, it is my lady, Lady Diana.
Mm-hmm.
That would be to assist with the drag.
As a player, that is so funny.
It's that whole turning into the skid thing. As a pilot, it's that's like pilot 101.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
If you don't mind, I want to look around the room and see what items are in the room, just in general. Like, they can be loose things, they can be not loose things. I'm just wondering what else I see, like on their persons, if I see anything specific. I just looking for items.
Well, you would see the scanner that Jarek obviously has. Same with the little life detection support that Brad has. I don't think that. Um, oh gosh, names are hard some days. I don't think Pike goes anywhere without his cup. And if I believe correctly, your shillelagh as well, or is that back in your room?
No, that's actually tucked
Not visible or
next to.
visible?
Oh, it would be visible. It's something that he has carried about with him. It was his grandfather's. It's more like a good luck charm than an actual
Can you
shillelagh.
describe what it looks like to me?
Yeah, it's about just shy of 4 feet of blackened blackthorn wood. And the top it's been worn relatively smooth with age and use. The top itself is polished, uh, like
Oh, it looks
almost like a
cool.
polished. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Whereas his cup is just plain blue with some moons and stars on it.
Got it. I even like that. Perfect.
Not being sus at all.
What are you talking about?
No sus.
I believe there's also a gun on Brad.
Cool.
Yes, you would all see a nice chrome blaster pistol.
I do like shiny chrome.
And Jarek, what else is on you? It is visible, of course.
Oh, nothing else then, because my other two items
Okay.
would be concealed.
All right.
As you're looking around at everyone, also running the check, you would just watch as your screen just blossoms in roses.
Uh,
And then the diagnostics would happen. Diana's perfectly fine.
okay. Well, again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the ship, and I'm honestly getting kind of upset that you guys are continually asking me to do this. I keep telling you. There's nothing wrong. Except for the fact that I did see a thing of roses explode before. That's never happened before.
So your text acting odd?
Yes. Except for when it tells me that everything's fine.
Is everything fine?
According to this, and I'm like tapping it like
Is everything fine or is everything odd?
Both. As you guys are having this conversation, Pike, you feel as the ship starts to just bring its nose up, you know exactly what is happening. The ship is landing itself.
on the moon. No.
Or something else is landing the ship. But it is most definitely not you.
Yes. All right. Everyone. Brace for impact.
What? I'm like gonna like try and run to my seat.
I will toss. Do we have like any kind of spacesuit or something they could put on real quick, so in case there's a hull breach, they don't just die? Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
I mean, Brad's fine.
I mean,
he doesn't want to be alone out here.
I mean,
I've got a Pike's wearing a basic pilot's compression suit.
A
So
jumpsuit? Okay.
yeah, it's think like the old school, the same kind of deal as the silver astronaut suits from back in the day, but more form fitted and
you.
So it is EVA but limited.
Imagine that probably you guys being in space, everyone is wearing some form of EVA equipment. You might have to, reach under your seat and
apply the mask first.
yeah, pop open a cabinet and put on a helmet.
Oh no, I left my helmet in my room.
I left my cat in my room.
Brad gives you his
Oh,
spare.
not the cat! I do grab and reach underneath, like, the compartment underneath the seat, and I do, like, try and suit up as I'm trying to strap in.
Check, check, check. Everyone's got helmets on. All right, brace.
As you're getting the helmet clicked in, this, what should be a nice, lovely landing, as you do have the landing gear out, you feel as it impacts, and then almost as if it bounced off, there's this sense of weightlessness as you quite all literally hands, legs in the air, your hair is just floating, your stomach's up in your throat before she just comes crashing back down. Everything goes black as you are all jostled, you are all tossed around. I need everyone to go ahead and make me frailty checks, please. At
Okay.
medium difficulty.
Medium?
Yes.
Medium? Man, okay.
That's a whole lot of nope.
All right. I'm killing it. I rolled a 1, a 6, and a 5.
And medium is the middle one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna reduce some willpower on that, which means since I'm uneasy, I have 1 for 2, right?
And again, I'm sorry.
So when I'm using willpower and I'm an uneasy stress level, I roll 2 dice instead of all 3 because I'm uneasy.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's better. So the middle dice out of all those would be 5. Yeah, which passes, so I'm good.
You all just bounce and skid. Feel Diana as there's things outside that she is hitting. You can hear the crunching of the metal around you. But you, in this cockpit, are all seemingly relatively safe.
I failed.
Oh, okay. Safe.
It's not even mathematically advantageous to spend willpower at this point. I'm just taking it, saving that for whatever happens.
As we're going down, as we're like skidding and hitting and stuff, I'm like literally making these faces like cringy.
As it flows and just stops with just kind of a loud final thunk as it seems to have stopped up against something. There's just breathing, hard breathing. Jarek, in these moments, as you are still just reeling, you hear in just broken, raspy voices over and over, overlapping each other again and again. Numbers. Just numbers. Some are very soft. Some are very loud, as if they're yelling the numbers at you. Angry, some as if they're weeping until it's just a cacophony of these numbers. You all look over at Jarek, and he's got just blood dripping down his ears.
Derek.
Yeah,
Derek, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's
The blood coming out of your ears would say otherwise.
It's all right. I've got plenty.
That's not how this works.
About 15 liters.
And you feel your shoulder as it just cracks with your movement. That pain, instantaneous and on fire. Maybe you're not quite as okay as you thought you were.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna like unstrap, and I'm gonna rush over to him.
As you rush over to him, you just happen to slip on more blood, and you realize that not only is his shoulder out, but there is a piece of metal that is just like stuck right into his shoulder blade.
Oh man, this does not look good. Can I attempt to use my first aid kit?
You gonna let her pull it out?
No.
I think I heard you're not supposed to, but if you say so, sure.
I don't want to pull it out. I just was thinking maybe we could, and I like look down at the crowd and I'm like, I just about busted my ass on your blood, so I feel like at least we could do is soak some of it up. You see what I'm saying? We're not going for life-saving techniques. We're going for time-saving techniques.
Okay.
What time are we saving?
The time that you're alive, okay?
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that?
I'm trying to... I think Gemma should
Oh no.
roll an impatience check.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Because he's getting kind of fussy. You already
being a big old baby about the metal in his shoulder. Okay.
And really, is this the worst thing you've ever seen? No.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna. And what level is this? Like hard, medium, easy?
Go with medium.
Okay, I am definitely gonna spend willpower for that.
Okay.
Okay. I did not do it. I got a 3. And I am at a 4.
As you begin to wrap it, and you do manage to kind of get it out, and it is not pleasant in the least. As you can feel that she's got it at the right angle, and before you can say anything, she just yanks. The blood just goes everywhere, all over you, Gemma.
Oh.
Finish wrapping it. It's wrapped.
I just want to say I want to try and make a fake tourniquet if I can somehow. Like not too tight, but pretty stinking tight.
Shoulders are hard to tourniquet. That's
right,
basic first aid.
Right.
It's definitely a form of a tourniquet.
Right. I'm not.
Resembles.
Gemma, as you're just now hands pretty much drenched in blood, the blood just kind of starts to turn black. Slowly begins to move towards you. Almost as if it's crawling up your hand. Look at your other hand. It's doing the same thing.
What's happening?
Do I see the blood crawling up her hands?
Oh, yes.
Somebody? Anybody?
All right.
I'm
All
like
right,
trying
see,
to shake it off.
That's definitely not the way that is supposed to react. That's not right at all. I'm gonna throw hot coffee on it.
Brad will get a rag, some kind of towel.
I'm like,
are you
trying
throwing the hot coffee on the blood that's on Gemma?
No, the like the part of it that's still on the floor, I guess, because it's trying to race up her arms, right?
Well, there is now the blood that was on her hands is currently like crawling up her arms. But yes, you are correct. The blood that was on the floor was also starting to move towards her. So as
Resources.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm. Because you know, hot coffee is bad, but blood might be worse. So yeah, no, I said I was throwing it at Gemma, so I'm throwing it at Gemma's hands. Cause...
Coffee.
Just giving the blood monster caffeine.
I know, right? You're giving it sustenance. What are you doing?
Brad will grab a knife and then is she wearing like a sleeved shirt? And like I'm assuming she has like mechanic gloves on and stuff. Is like on the outside or is this physically on her hands right now?
Gemma, do you have on gloves?
Yeah.
I do, but you know, I only do like cool fingerless gloves. So 50-50, all right?
Yeah, Brad will try to like take off the sleeves or whatnot so he can actually, wipe off the blood that's crawling or racing. If he
I'm
can.
like trying to I just keep like freaking out and I'm like trying to like throw it off of me. And then I'm like, ow, that was hot. It hurt my hand.
Yeah, as you go to wipe off the blood, the hot coffee just gets tossed on her. It does seem to loosen the blood a little bit, but as it's forming, right before the coffee gets tossed on it, Gemma, you see just the beginnings of a face. And then coffee just splattered all over it. And then Brad comes in with a towel, starts wiping it off. And at that moment, at the top of the hour, we're gonna take a break.
Crap.
Oh,
I should tell you guys about the face or not? Oh no, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
And don't forget, when we come back, you'll also be drawing a card. Or two. All right. So we will be back soon after with a break. Or after a break, you know what I mean.
I know.
We know.
Welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You are safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locus.
We travel anywhere and everywhere.
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
Made West Brewing Company. They
We're
got me a
back.
West Coast India play. Oh, hey, hi, how you doing?
Welcome back. Did you make any noise here, Hooper, or can I continue?
All the noise.
Let him know he has announcements. All right, so where we were, Jarek was taking some. What did we settle on? 24 pips of damage. uh, 3. We settled on 3. And our lovely Gemma had some hot coffee thrown all over her.
And clean.
And then she was cleaned. However, oh no. Gemma, for that hot coffee, you are going to take 1 pip of burn damage.
So is that I'm filling death's door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 little pip.
Just when you say that, I've been doing so good, which means my luck will run out.
Already has.
Jarek, your wound is currently pulsing, slightly still bleeding, but it's doable.
Everything's fine.
Gemma, this fucker threw hot coffee on your goddamn hand.
I know, but at least I'm like not staring at the blood that's crawling up me, but I'm pretty upset. That was hot. Oh my god, it's burning. But also the blood was going on.
I don't know, but I do remember we all need to draw a card though.
Yes.
Oh crap!
I need you guys to all draw me 2 cards, please.
Oh, right. It's the second hour.
That's a haunt. And that's a haunt.
Oh, those are both haunts.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even okay, so I guess this is neutral, and then I got a virtue.
I hate this so much.
I'm just kicking ass over here.
So wait, we got. Did we get 4 haunts? Is that what I heard?
I got 2.
From Brad.
I got a virtue and a neutral. So that's 3 more willpower, and I discard the virtue, yeah?
Yep. And I'm sorry, Brad, did you say that you got neutral or that you got haunt?
2 haunts.
Oh, lovely. So it was 4 haunts that I heard. I'm not deaf. That's amazing. Brad, is you holding that towel that you just wiped all that black blood with? It's like you can feel it moving inside the towel.
I toss it to the floor, and I point my blaster at it. Does it still move?
You are landed. You are pain. You are scattered about. and Gemma. Their items are scattered all about.
Okay.
Which of their items would you like to have?
What?
All right. I don't. I'm
Or-
gonna.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put an addendum in this.
Perfect.
Or, I will choose, and you will get something and not in this room.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let you choose.
Okay.
Not in this room.
Good.
Okay. Oh, congratulations! You have officially landed the ship. I will put it in quotation marks.
Ooh.
Okay. I got sick of your crap, cat.
The front
Well,
fire
you're all
zone.
still walking.
I mean, we only have a guy bleeding out. It's fine.
I've not
That
tried
you
yet.
pulled the piece out of his shoulder.
I'm a mechanic, not a medic. I know they both start with M. I'm sure that's really easy for you to alliterate. You seem to be confused pretty often.
Oh, it's not me who's. Oh, don't get me started on that one.
We've landed. We're safe-ish. Jarek is not dead yet.
This is true.
Everything's. Yeah. Great. All right. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Everything's.
Thing is absolutely awesome.
Everything's fine.
Of course. Which is why I need you to all go ahead and roll me a stress check from the ship seemingly not crashing, of course not, to
crashing.
one of your crewmates definitely not bleeding out, to blood that definitely wasn't moving. Your guys' stress is a little janky right now, and it's all going to go against your cowardice.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope. I killed it. I'm like not kidding.
I'll try it one more.
Burning willpower.
Go for it.
So this is my
Oh,
middle
no.
one.
Another one.
There's the cat.
What level test is this?
Yeah.
Medium.
Oh.
Medium. Okay, I'm good then.
I hate everything about that. I'm gonna try one more.
I am rolling so well.
Idea.
It only cost me 2 willpower, but I passed.
All right, 2 6s and a 2, so the middle one would be a 6, which means that I pass. That's
Nice.
2 willpower as well.
Well spent.
Not dead yet.
I also got a 6. I'm not kidding.
I got a 5.
All right.
So.
I know you all take some deep breaths and just settle yourself down a little bit. What would you all like to do?
Not panic.
All right.
There's a button for that.
First off, we need to get Jarek down to medical, see if we can't do something about that shoulder wound, at least keep it from not bleeding.
Why don't you take him, Captain? I'm not doing a very...
Why don't you let me command and know your place, Miss Not a Medic.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
fair.
all right, hey.
It's fair.
I'm
I mean,
fine.
it's fair.
It hurts
Fine.
like hell, but it happens. We signed up for this. Don't get worried about me. Let's figure out what's going on. And
Agreed. And that was going to be the next part. Let's get you down to medical, see if we can't get you patched up, and then let's see what we can figure out about our situation, because we all saw the moon disappear, but we appear to have landed on something solid.
What happened to the slingshot plan of yours, huh?
The ship that is not malfunctioning decided to do something else entirely. But since you seem to have such a strong connection with Diana, why don't you run another diagnostic and figure it out for me?
I'm gonna like throw up the aye captain and like try to do it. I'm gonna try to.
Brad will, with Jarek's permission, take him to the medical bay to at least stop the bleeding, and I'll bring his, computer with him if he needs it, so he can do stuff.
I guess everybody's concerned about it, so maybe it's not bleeding that bad now.
That's because you're losing blood.
It's because you're running out of it.
Speaking of which, did my blood move? Oh,
Yes, it did. So let's get you some of the good blood in you.
Okay.
Yeah. Go, come on. You'll just kind of like lift him up and carry him over to the med bay. Or use a office chair or something. I don't know.
Princess carry him, I understand.
And I am against my every core of my fiber and being is telling me not to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I am going to lower at least the primary forward blast shield, I guess we could call it, because I need to get eyes on whatever is outside of Diana right now.
Okay. Going to follow lovely Jarek and Brad as you make your way through what is clearly a currently broken ship. There
Does
are.
Does it show up on the diagnostic?
Maybe. You currently have lots of things to go fix.
Yes. All right.
There are doors that are broken open, walls that have popped out. There are ceiling pieces that are, of course, just scattered all over the floor. You walk by the cantina and got, dishes and food rations just thrown everywhere. You continue walking to the med bay. It is also a mess. Your papers are scattered everywhere. Any sort of experimentations that you may have had happening, unless they were stored oh so securely, are now just broken vials everywhere.
Nothing I should be concerned about at all.
Well, this is great.
It's fine. Sit tight. I'll figure something out. Brad will lay Jarek on the gurney, and then try to go through the cabinets and find blood to give.
Flashlight?
Do I have a what?
Do either of you have a flashlight?
assuming my power armor might have some built-in, like Master Chief or something. You know what I mean?
You've got like a chest light.
Yeah, like Iron Man.
Specifically have to chest bump in order to turn it on. I'm sorry.
It's the clap on, actually. You got to clap on.
The suit being your only sort of source of light at the moment, it definitely makes searching a little difficult, a little bit slower than you'd like it to be. But Jarek, you kind of survived today, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a close call. Sit
Just gotta
there,
keep him.
kind of watching as Brad digs through stuff. Oh, so messily, just screwing up more things. But he's trying to help. You see through just sort of the panels of a broken door. Probably only open a good 6 inches. Just shadow out of the corner of your eye. Briefest sort of recognition. Pay it any mind?
Who sees this? Hello?
Jared?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry about that. I checked out for just a second. What was it that I saw?
Between the doorways, you have roughly about a 6 to 8 inch gap in which you can just get the barest glimpse of a shadow out of the corner of your eye. Do you pay attention to it?
Yes, definitely. Unless Jarek's actually as checked out as his player is.
I mean, it's possible from the blood loss. That's up to you.
Yeah, I think that's more fitting right now, actually. So that's on second thought.
Focus on surviving.
Smell of soured milk just wafts through the room. Both of you just instantly gagging at this horrible smell that is just permeating the room, creeping into the back of your nostrils, almost to the point where you can like taste it. That awful rotting sourness.
Tastes like Gemma cooked again.
Oh. Forget the blood. Let's just get out of here.
Hold on. I'm almost done searching the room. Give me a second. Is there anything I can help with the blood? A stim pack?
Yeah, there's additional
Pain meds.
bandages.
Wonderful. I grab everything, throw it on top of Jarek and the gurney, which I assume has wheels, and then start wheeling him back to the cockpit.
Smell gets thicker as you go to leave. Begin to hear numbers. Soft, repeating numbers. And then as you gurney him off, the numbers just sort of fade. The smell fades.
What were the numbers? Random sort of numbers?
Yep.
Okay.
Someone listened long enough. he might be able to tell you what they were, but I think he's a little checked out at the moment.
Yeah, no, focus on getting back to group with everyone. When I check my life support reader, do I see the other two or nothing? What do I see on that?
See the other blips, and then you see a assortment of blips outside of the ship.
That's what I was afraid of. And I pick up the pace a little bit.
Gemma, your hands hurt.
Okay.
You're working through it as you do, as you've always done.
I'm a bad bitch.
Most definitely. That has carried you through some horrific times.
Yes.
And you, everything that you've seen, everything you just tuck it away as you do. Go on. There's definitely a lot of mechanical stuff that needs to be fixed on Diana. You don't even need the diagnostics to see.
Great.
As far as her running systems, everything seems to actually be running.
Like O2, like oxygen systems, things like life support's doing great. That's really where I'm at with most of this right now. And then I would like to look at like engine and thrusters, like that type of thing next.
It's definitely a tad overheated.
Okay.
She'll need some time to cool down. Probably needs to have the core reset. There's something janky with the actual power, which could, of course, be fixed when you reset the core.
Okay.
But it's going to take a little bit of time to actually fix and get her airworthy, let alone space worthy.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that really quickly. So we have to do a reset. Diana's a bit hot. And I think a few other things would be fixed if we did it.
A reset of what?
The power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The power. So I'm gonna need everyone to like suit up as I make my way to the core.
Oh, that's okay. This is your area of expertise. So as the captain, I'm going to have to trust you on this.
Yeah. I think that's probably best.
Remember that next time.
Like this is all while knowing I've got the ship. I don't care. Okay, yeah. You guys give me the 10-4 when you're ready. I'm gonna make my way to the power core.
Is anything broken on my suit?
Besides the giant
The
tear in your
hole,
shoulder.
yeah, the giant.
Well, I can deal with that as long as it didn't hit any breathing pipes or anything.
No. It's mainly just the tear. I assume with some, flex tape.
That's right.
Yeah.
Best invention of space.
Duct tape fixed is everything.
Okay. Gemma, as you're walking to the core, noticing one of the kind of broken open doors. Nothing big. It can easily be fixed. Definitely not
pressing.
Yeah. You notice it's the captain's quarters.
Do I have to roll for it? Or can I just go in?
You can just go on in. It's open enough that all you have to do is, make
just kind of like bleep. Okay, great. I'm gonna do that. I'm distracted.
Hey, Pike, what's your room look like?
My room is it's sparse, but there is on the desk there will be a picture turned down, not on purpose, but from landing art. And because Pike thinks that eventually, things might turn around, I'm sure that in his closet are a bunch of things from, another thing.
What do I find? What is the other thing? Can you list some things? Can you list them?
Yeah, absolutely. In Pike's closet, you would find a number of military uniforms, both dress and active duty. All of them with the rank of lieutenant commander. And he on the active duty pilot outfit, it says instead of Pike, it says Banshee, and it's actually Lieutenant Commander Trout is the name on it, and there's in the bottom of the locker there's basically a file box with a bunch of papers in it. Most of them are. I'm assuming you're going through the box of papers.
I'm definitely gonna like quickly glance through the box of papers. 100%.
They appear to be mostly
I'm looking for
turned
dirt.
down. There's dirt there. There's
Okay,
a
great.
lot of dirt there. It's mostly rejections of jobs based on what they call the incident, and at the very towards the bottom of the pile there's a bunch of official military looking paperwork.
Okay.
That has big swaths redacted, and
okay,
pages
so
and pages and pages of redacted with deceased next to it.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going to grab one of the papers that, if I can, I'd like to grab one paper that is like mentioning this thing that is, and then a few that have not everything like redacted, but definitely ones that are saying like redacted, deceased. I'd grab one of those, and then the uniform that has the name tag Banshee on it. I'm gonna rip that right off, and I am putting that in my pocket.
Oh. Right. On top of this,
not my gumdrop buttons.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
Not in the lockbox, but just kind of scattered in the room. You notice like the fairest glimpse of what appears to be some sort of probably gold, some sort of metal.
I am not going to resist that. No way. I'm going to take that.
Yeah. Pick it up, immediately freeze. This belongs to your uncle.
My uncle?
One of Uncle Vinny's dog tags.
Ah! Okay. Okay.
I feel like with that sound, do you throw it? Do you keep a hold of it? What do you?
I definitely like throw it. instantly. I mean, it is like as soon as I read that it's like Vincent, the name, all of that, I am like, no, no.
It hits the wall with just a god awful thwack. And then it just slides down the wall as you see just the black goo oozing from it.
I'm gonna try to back out of the room as quickly as possible while keeping the 4 things I have if I can.
Yeah, of course.
Or 3 things. And then I'm going to turn and just start running towards the power core. I definitely know something is not right at this point and that I can't be here for much longer. So
okay. Ike, what are you doing?
I was lowering the
visor, right?
The visor on the bridge.
It definitely takes a couple times as the visors try and lower, and you can tell it's hitting something, and then they start to lower. First thing that you see is going to be a giant bright blue rock, which is what you have crashed into. Spider-webbed and white. But just this amazing, cornflower, bright blue. Beyond that is forest. Bright. It is vibrant. It is thick. Heavy. Mist everywhere. Kind of difficult to see much beyond probably the rock and a good 15 feet worth of woods.
Okay. Not what I was expecting, especially since what we had last been pointed towards was barely an asteroid left of a moon, and now we're on a planet that has some kind of biological life. So there's that. That means something.
Does mean something. As Jarek and Brad come in, you would also see the same sight out the window.
The hell is that? Those trees?
Yeah, those are trees.
Huh.
Have you ever seen a rock that color blue before, though?
Sapphire maybe.
Yeah, I guess it's a big sapphire though. Big sapphire.
Space time doesn't apply here.
Yes, that is. I think that should be the Diana's new the new catchphrase underneath the Diana. Some have to serve and protect, or the greatest in the world. I think Diana should be space and time. Ha ha ha. Space and time don't matter anymore.
Does not apply.
Yeah.
Well, okay, one thing at a time. Jarek, let's get you patched up the best we can. You seem to be losing it. All right, cool. Great. Where's Gemma? And he'll start getting the blood ready.
She is going to be restarting the power core soon. So now that you're both back here, I'm going to seal bridge, and that should keep the atmosphere in here, because the bridge doors are designed to stay closed even during a power fluctuation, both security and life support reasons.
So she's out there alone right now, is what you're saying?
Well, she elected to go down to engineering to restart the core, because she thinks, in her expert opinion, that will help restore a number of systems and issues. And being that is her area of expertise, I'm not going to argue with her.
It's fair. Something I found earlier concerned me. On my scanner, not only were there us on my scanner, but there was several other blips outside of the ship.
Does it just pick up biologicals? Does it pick up movement? What does your scanner pick up?
Any signs of life to begin with? So those could be the trees. I don't know, but those weren't there before.
Well, I mean, last I knew, we were heading towards a barren moon, which disappeared, and now we're on a planet with life. So it's more I'm worried about Jarek with the tear in his suit, but I mean, we could always just leave the doors open and duct tape the hell out of his suit. Hope for the best.
Take me up and give her 5 minutes before you give her the call. I want to sit one last test. And I'm going to check and see if there are oxygen readings from the outside of the ship.
Takes you a moment. You're used to having two hands.
Rough.
Yes. Outside is perfectly breathable.
Don't worry about sealing the door. We can breathe out there. And we're going to find out what's going on.
Is this the same kind of breathing that was not a planet when we arrived here, and a moon that vanished? Because I don't know about the rest of you, but there was blood moving, and wonderful. But yes, so okay. If that's your professional opinion that it's breathable out there, then I mean, I'm still going to tape up your suits, because I don't know. Just because it's breathable doesn't mean we necessarily want to breathe it if we have to.
Fair enough, but isn't weird what we signed up for today?
I am not dismissing that weird is what we signed up for, but there's weird, and then there's the fuck.
Definitely falls into the latter, but
I'd agree.
Gemma, this is the bridge. We're all back here. We are ready for you to proceed with cycling the core.
Yeah, I had to make a quick stop at a slight detour, but I'm almost there. Just a few more minutes.
Kind of to be expected. The ship's probably a little beat up.
All kinds of places are not great, if I'm being honest.
Lovely.
Well, the view up here is a bit different. Just gonna put it that way. But the sooner you cycle the core, the sooner we can get on with the next part, whatever that is.
Roger that.
Brad, once again, the little beep, beep, beep of the message. The distress call will continue to just sound off for a few. And as Gemma cuts the power, as she is easily able to do.
Just one giant plug.
For the most part, the entirety of the ship is already dark. But whatever little lights may have been lit, whatever little emergency signs may have been on, the entirety just goes absolutely dead. How long do you wait, Gemma?
So I'm gonna give it, I don't know, what's a reasonable time? Like 5 minutes? 2 minutes?
3 minutes.
Ah, cut the difference. Excellent. 3 minutes it is.
And one passes. Brad, as you're wrapping up Jarek's arm, you're definitely not great at this either, but I mean, two not greats make an okay, right?
Right?
Way that works.
Apparently. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
Down the equipment, give him the drugs.
Mm.
Jarek, do you take the drugs?
I think so.
Fair.
For the pain.
Of course, for the pain.
Give me a half.
I'll give you half.
I'm half a baby aspirin.
Half a baby aspirin. That's right.
that should numb it.
Up to you, buddy. Your body.
I want to see what's out there.
I don't.
As you follow his line of sight, just sort of catch this beautiful vine that is just blossoming with these giant red flowers. They're probably at least like 2 of your hands, which are pretty large to begin with. You are a large beefcake of a man. And you just watch as right in front of you, well, in front of the ship anyway, it blooms, opening up and just withers right there. You watch another one do the same. These gorgeous, deep scarlet flowers, living, dying, living, dying. You notice at some point that these roses, for lack of floral knowledge on alien planets, seem to be kind of wet, maybe slightly sticky. They've got a sheen on them. Along the side of the rock where they're growing, continuously blooming and dying, blooming and dying. The vines start to come together. Watch as the wet that is covering this rock now kind of slowly pulls itself away from the rock. What you see is just half Talia's face, as she is now just covered in these vines, these flowers on her, living and dying.
Brad will look away and just silence. You hear a slight sob. It's not her.
inside the ship, everyone would just hear like a soft, say knock, but just something that's tapping on the ship somewhere.
Guns out, let's go.
No, that's just the ship cooling. Metal contracts and knocks, sounds like knocking as it cools. It's a common thing.
Gemma minute 2.
Yeah. The last statement.
It's nothing to worry about. It's just the ship cooling. We are, in fact, in an atmosphere of some kind. There's plant life, therefore there's moisture, therefore there's temperature out there, and it's if it's within habitable spectrum, then it has to be within a certain temperature range, and that means.
You know what else knocks?
What else knocks?
Aliens knock.
Do they knock?
They're polite.
Personally, I think
That's fair.
it would be much better if we went out there. I'd be much happier looking out the door and there not being anyone there than staying in here and there being someone out there or something.
Agreed. But we can't open the door unless you want to fire the emergency blast door, in which case we can't seal it again until the power core comes back on. And by seal it again, I mean ever, because once you initiate the emergency escape door, it blows that part of the ship out. So if there was someone knocking, they would get hit by a very large bullet, and plus we need to wait for Gemma to cycle the ship back on before we do anything else, because we're not leaving someone aboard.
Minute 3. Gemma,
Alrighty.
you go to turn on the power again. But instead, you hear numbers. Broken, overlapping each other. So many voices just rambling off numbers that don't mean anything to you. And as you look out towards the door, see an elderly man walking by in a top hat. Hair greasy, stringy, his spine bowed. His frame is thin, fragile, and he slowly turns and looks in your direction. Smiles. Grin just a bit too wide. And he continues to walk forward.
Towards me?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm gonna be like, hey guys. Captain. Brad. We're not alone.
Right, we're on our way.
He's it there. They're going your direction already.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. We'll well, there we go. And with that, Pike snatches up his shillelagh, and he's going out the door towards engineering, whether Brad's coming with him or not.
He said, "I gotta go."
Yeah, I would love to go save, since I am security officer with big beefy power armor, but I have an injured patient right here in the gurney.
Well, good. Push the
Well,
gurney.
are you security or are you a doctor?
Right now, I'm whatever this game needs me to be.
I'm the Swiss Army knife.
As he says that, I'll reach into a hidden pocket on the inside of my shirt, pull out the pistol that I have, and said I can take care of myself.
All right. Let's go.
And my feet touched the ground for the first time in the last hour.
You're a little unsteady, but baby aspirin does its job.
Oh. Speaking of hours.
Indeed. I need everyone to draw 3 cards, please.
What
are you
doing?
God. We're dying.
Okay. Oh, I'm not. This is awesome. Okay.
It's ace to 7 is a virtue, right?
Ace to 7, yeah.
All right, I got a virtue. 2 neutrals.
Neutral, haunt.
Oh, God.
So I got 2 virtues because I was a team player.
3 neutrals.
A neutral.
Ow, alright.
Is there a limit on willpower at this point?
Nope, just use all of it.
Okay, great.
How many cards do you each have?
2 million.
2, 4. I have 8 total.
11. 2 of which are haunts.
Oh, cards? Cards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10, 2 haunts. 2 of which are haunts.
Alright.
4 haunts.
As you all move forward. Well, you 3 move forward. Gemma, are you just staying back, trying to turn on the power? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna. Is the power coming back on or no?
Doesn't currently seem like it.
Crap. Okay, I'm gonna take as much time as I can, whatever that means, and I'm just gonna try and do it again. I mean, if I don't have power now, what's the hurt in unplugging it again at this point?
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Minute 1. As you guys approach Gemma's location, you would hear the numbers. Just cacophony of voices. All raspy, broken. Almost like they've all been crying too much, screaming too much, maybe laughing too much. Would see the gentleman as he walks forward in his top hat, his hair greasy, matted, hanging long. It's like a little old man, but as he sees you all, his grin just becomes even bigger. His mouth just opening, full of too many cracked, bleached, bone-white teeth. As he sees you all, he just opens his arms wide, just utter glee across his face as he begins to elongate, growing taller and taller until he's nearly touching the 12-foot ceiling, having to punch over. He removes his comically large top hat, the brittle, paper dry skin cracking, losing that foul, soured milk smell just wafts off of him as he tips his hat forward almost expectantly. Holding it out to you, he takes one large step forward, quickly closing whatever gap there may have been. He looks at you, Jarek, and smiles.
Do I know you?
He does not speak. He just has the hat and like gives it a little jingle jingle.
Little jingle jingle. Emma?
It's not working. Just keep hearing a bunch of numbers.
I think it's time to go.
I don't think we can. I'm trying. I'm just like gonna keep doing my thing, trying to like hit some stuff, sensors, like.
Watches slowly his mouth begins to move, and you just hear as he starts rattling off names now.
Oh god.
And just rapid fire. Logan, Susan, Jesse, Jessica. Just rapid fire, one after the other.
Do I recognize these names?
You recognize the names. You listened hard enough, you'd recognize the numbers.
What I thought. You came all the way out here? I thought I got away from you.
Oh my god, no.
How is this?
He looks at all of you, and just with the hat, jingle, jingle.
He's not important. How he got here, I don't know. Thought I was going to get away from him.
From what? What is this?
More importantly, why haven't you shot it yet?
I want to piss it off. I don't have to.
Seems.
Everyone to go ahead and roll me 3d6.
I shoot everything. All the bombs.
You're going against your cowardice.
Oh.
And I have to beat it, or do I have to make it? Like, can it even?
Is
Okay.
this difficulty?
What is the difficulty?
Hard.
Oh
I'm
no!
just failing. I'm just
That's
failing.
a will point.
I-
Will point.
So for hard, do I have it, or is that only? Is this only related to stress level? Like if I have to use more willpower points, correct?
Only for stress level.
Okay, great. That's all I needed. I'm also using at least one. Okay, gonna use another. Oh no, this is where Gemma loses it. Yay! Good deal.
All right, 5, 5, 6. I'm good.
I got a 6
That
as well. I swear, awesome.
I can't willpower myself out of it.
Oh
I can
no!
I can only re-roll 2, and they're all 3 failures. So
Yeah, if it wasn't with the fact that I had 2 successes and 1 failure, I wouldn't have done it. But I have 3 willpower left, so it's very gonna quickly stop happening. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I passed.
Okay, maybe Pike will live.
I passed as well, so like, here's hoping to me and Pike, so I can fight him later.
Gemma, you hear the systems start to kick back.
All right. And I like come over comms. The engines are humming. I'm hopeful. Gemma out.
hallway almost seems to darken, even though it's coming back on.
God.
You just see that outline of his too tall body, the brightness of his too bright smile, and the top hat, which is out ever like the gentleman that he is. Jingle, jingle. And he takes another step forward.
Garrett, can I shoot this thing?
In Derek's head, he thinks it's just a man. He's so between the blood loss and it becoming so suddenly real to him, he's just not even realizing what he's looking at. So he's like, "Yeah, but
perfect."
He's
good.
You'll probably have some problems if you do that.
What do you mean we have problems now?
You do it?
It's
Brad shoots it. This is all Brad's trained for. Screw this guy and his top hat.
And as he pulls the trigger, if he can hear it over me, well, yeah, it's plasma, so he could hear
It's
it.
just like a.
So yeah, he's a Fed.
He's a what?
But you've
Fed?
already it's as you pulled the trigger.
Oh.
He's a Fed. He don't look like no Fed.
The hat, the coat, he knows what happened. Wait.
Shoot it again.
I need to see about a weapon real quick. Attack, contested check. Alright. I need you to roll a weapons check for me?
Okay, I have a skill, expertise skill called firearms. That gives me a +1, right?
Yeah.
And then with the blaster pistol, I get all connected rolls are one stage easier. So whatever difficulty would have been, it's one stage easier, I'm assuming.
I mean, he's right there in front of you. It's not a very difficult. Let's go ahead and roll clumsiness.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Right, because you're trying to shoot him and nobody else.
That is the plan, as everyone else is either next to me or hidden in another room. So 3d6. Ooh. I gotta be, and it's a what difficulty? I don't think it matters. Even if it's a medium, I'd still pass.
Contested check.
Oh.
So
Never mind.
I get to roll as well.
Oh.
As I can find. Channel.
Wop wop. I don't like that either. Get that away.
You rolled 366. I rolled 653.
I know. Oh, no.
It's amazing. As you indeed shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shoot him well.
Nice.
Looks down at the hole. You watch as he quite literally just starts to put his head through it. He elongates more, further, and now he's just comes back around. He is now just a little bit of a vessel twisted through the hole that you made in him. As he looks at you, grins. He is going to reach forward with the other hand long, impossibly long arm. The thin, as it gets close to you, you see that the hands and the fingers are just so long, gnarled. And he is just going to put his palm over your face.
Oh my god, no.
Can I resist?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Get the dirty meat hooks out of my face.
Run.
What are you doing?
I have power armor. I just rip hand off face.
And do that holding a power blaster?
It's a one-handed blaster pistol. It's just like, get it out.
One-handed rip?
Yes.
Oh.
Question mark.
You bring up your hand to just rip it out of your face. I mean, you've dealt with other, other gym bros.
Yeah.
Out of your way. You touch his wrist, and you just feel the softness, and your hand just instantly recoils from it. You look down at your hand, and you have just flakes of skin touching your hand, just left on your hand.
Wipe it on the gurney. That's gross.
You're trying to, considering that his hand is still on your face.
Oh.
And you just hear jingle jingle as he's got the top hat in his other hand. As he is quite literally starting to pick you up by his other hand.
He's got the top hat held out like he wants something put in it.
That's how you would like to interpret that.
Pike's gonna the only thing Pike has on him that is of any traditional value is the ring he's got. He's gonna throw that in the hat.
Ollie, was there something that you wanted to do?
No, I'm just trying to get the power back.
I
I need to get out of here.
Power
Yeah.
is slowly booting back up. You definitely
great.
got it on. It's just she's struggle busting a little bit with just getting it up and running. That's all.
Okay. Then if that is going on and she's starting to power up, I will leave the engine room, assuming that things are slowly coming back online. Like we're not having any alarms go off for more. Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna close the door behind me to the reactor room or whatever, and I would like to. I don't know if I would know this. I assume that I would know at least some kind of code to lock it. Yeah. Like lock
Most
the.
definitely.
Okay, cool. I would like to do that then.
Okay.
And I am gonna walk very carefully in the dark hall.
All right. You would, yet again, as you're walking forward, you would hear the crunch as your foot steps on something hard.
Okay, I'm gonna look at what that is.
You know exactly what that is.
Would it be them dog tags?
Would be them dog tags.
Okay.
Except this time, your dad's added to it.
My what?
Your dad. Sorry, that didn't come through very well.
It's okay. No, that's okay. You're gonna hear like this inexplicable, almost like childlike voice kind of come out of Gemma, and she's gonna be like, Papa? And I'm gonna hold them this time? And I'm assuming they're not covered in black goo, or are they?
But it's not moving towards you.
Okay, great. Just gonna hold on to them. I'm not gonna put them in my pocket or anything. I'm just gonna like hold on to them in like my right hand, and I'm just gonna keep walking forward if I can.
Yeah, most definitely. You would also see Buzz Lightyear's giant flashlight, and which would just cast this ginormous shadow of. And then you realize that no, that ginormous shadow is the thing in front of it.
Oh. Anybody care to explain what's going on? Oh, please don't look at me.
Get it off my face!
You watch as the hand is literally just picking Brad up by the head.
Oh my god.
As Pike steps forward and puts the ring in the hat. He looks down at the hat and gives it a little jingle jingle.
To me?
Watch as he sort of like waves. His arm goes back and forth, back and forth. He raises Brad up a little bit more and then just drops him.
Ugh.
And
Really
at this
good.
point,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say at this point, Jarek has like found the biggest pile of debris and is hiding.
um. Okay. Somebody go. Anybody? I'm just like gonna call out into the void here with this big old shadow and my buddy, Brad.
Yes.
Brad clunks against the ground.
Yes. Point the gun at the creature again. Just keep it trained on it. Don't fire.
A little jingle jingle, which has a newer, a higher pitched sound. And he'll just stare at Jarek as he puts the hat on. He watches he just slowly starts to shrink. His head, as he looks at all of you, does a little twitch, twitch, and then turns completely. And you see this time, it's just got matted rabbit ears and a little rabbit nose and coins over empty eye sockets. And it grins again. Big old teeth. Now just dripping black. It'll just slowly start to walk away. Walk past you all.
What's going on, Gemma?
Chip.
As it, but
I was saying, is it turning towards me? Is it like gonna walk towards me?
no, like it's walking past the group.
Okay,
like,
great.
So, yeah, like essentially walked over Brad's body.
Okay.
And as it walks past Jarek, you just hear like a handful of coins get dropped at his feet. As it turns and continues walking down the corridor.
Where is it going? Do we know, like, direction-wise? Like,
you would definitely.
I imagine there's probably like. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You know the ship very well. You have been studying her over the past 3 months. It's going to leave.
Okay.
Eric will quickly reach down and scoop up the coins and look and see if there's anything abnormal and or incriminating on them.
I'm gonna go to Brad and see if he is okay in quotation marks.
Physically, he's fine. Mentally, he's pooping himself.
Great. Okay. So I don't know that part.
You can see it in his eyes for sure.
Okay. Okay. Hey, buddy. You gonna be okay? We're gonna make it. It's like
I don't know.
I need you.
Fuck was that thing?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it in all of my life.
Derek,
I've seen
it
some
knows
real
you.
monsters.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. What? It knows Derek?
Said his name and dropped a bunch of coins.
Before I answer, I'd like to know if there's anything on any of the coins.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
I'm gonna, as soon as Brad says that, he drops some coins, I'm gonna be like, let me see the coins now.
As you pick up the coins, Jarek, there are engraved into them. They're like little tombstones. It is the name and dates of so many people. So in actuality, it's probably like a fraction of the people.
They all have names written on them.
They have names and they have dates.
It's just a bunch of coins.
I'm gonna need to see them. I mean, it called you by name. I wasn't even here for that. I'm gonna hold my hand out. And when I do, I wanna I'm so messed up. I wanna jingle the doctor.
Take them all.
I'm gonna hold it out. I'm gonna do my little jingle, but with my own little thingy thing.
Hear the noise again, Jarek. Just sort of. Speaking of which, we can go ahead and make another stress check.
Ooh.
Okay.
But why?
I believe that Jarek's and Brad's are going to be at hard.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, let's do. Oh.
Against what?
It's just your stress check, so it's just
Oh.
you gotta roll. Although it is against, isn't it contested or not?
664.
543.
You know what, Gemma? Let's do your temper. For Brad and Jarek, I think cowardice definitely fits. Hike, how you feeling with all of this? I mean, you just gave away the ring.
Yeah.
Do you feel like temper is pretty?
Yeah, I think temper's a pretty
Yeah.
pretty good spot. So I'm gonna spend a willpower. Reroll that. Stay on the desk, please. Okay.
I'm gonna take so I just take stress, right? If I do this.
Fail.
Like if I fail.
a little stressed, that's all.
Yeah, you
Okay,
take one.
I'm gonna take the 1 stress.
Yeah, so that means every time you use willpower now, you can only roll 2 dice instead of 3 for the cost of 1 willpower.
Okay.
So I burned 3 willpower trying to turn that into a success and couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
So that puts me at 2. So I can only reroll 1.
Same.
So, and at this point, with that going on, Jarek's just going to take the coins and throw them to the ground and go, if you want them, get them.
I want them.
And when she turns to pick up the coins, he's walking away.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where do you think you're going, man? Like, there's something on the ship.
Are you letting him walk away?
No.
No,
Well,
no.
how Mike are you letting him walk away? I mean,
No.
Okay.
Jarek, we need to stick together. I know it's not the most pleasant thing right now to think about, but we are in this together and we need to stay together.
So killing 2 birds with 1 stone here out of character. I give you guys consent to do what you need to do. Words will not make him turn around right now.
Solid. I'm now stressed, and it was against my temper, so I'm a bit angry, and I'm gonna like run up and I'm like gonna grab his shoulder and like jerk him around, like if I can.
Of course.
Ouch.
That shoulder?
Yep, that one. I don't play.
Oh, she's angry. Brad will just gonna
Didn't make it.
tackle you.
I didn't make it. No, I didn't make it this far by being nice.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm also gonna like grab that shoulder and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna like hold one of the coins up and be like, "What is this?" I mean, it's obviously I'm gonna assume that I see the same thing he saw. Yes. So like a name and a tombstone.
Yeah, it's a little engraved coin. We'll say the one that you're currently looking at says Andy Gerard from 1952. Time is wibbly wobbly.
Oh my no! No.
From 2003 to 2000 and math is hard. 72, we'll say.
All right. I'm gonna be like, "What is this? Like, you can't. We need you to stay." Now you're hurting.
But that's why I'm here, is to get away from that.
What is this? And I'm gonna let go.
It was the one time my code didn't do what it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that a machine?
I'm gonna need some explanation there.
I don't know if I'm quite ready to bare my soul here to everyone.
That's fair.
That was a mistake.
Okay, well, your mistakes are coming back to get us. I mean, look at Brad. He's our security.
Which is why I was going to leave.
And Captain Pike's been pretty freaking quiet over there.
Pike, damn.
Yeah. I have a piece of wood, and I managed to make it leave when a gunshot wouldn't, because it stuck its freaking head through it. Now, if you want to measure tempers, you want to measure credibility in this situation, I don't think any of us currently has the expertise or legs to stand on. Am I incorrect, or has someone been here before?
I'm gonna look around and see if anybody is like gonna come forward.
Look around. You would all hear giant boom as the front door, essentially, of the ship is blown off.
Oh god. Oh god.
Well, we're not going anywhere.
Yep. Well, we can discuss our feelings later. I think we need to see what that was.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There's no chance this ship can fly off of this rock, can it?
Feeling a little stressed. I'm gonna take Pike's cup.
Depends on how good our engineer is with her ability to fix potentially catastrophic holes in the hull. But let's go see what the noise was before we jump to conclusions.
Only one person.
Brad will lead the search party towards the sound if we're all going.
I'm gonna put Jarek behind him. I'm gonna be like, you're going behind him, and then I'm gonna look at Pike and I'm like, you're in front of me for sure.
No.
Ike, as
Yes.
you're walking down this hallway, it's still pretty dark. The lights haven't fully come on yet. It's mainly just Brad's power suit that's just sort of casting this faintish flashlight. As you're walking, you just casually see reflections of yourself in the shined metal, in the semi-burnt metal, in the semi-twisted metal. And as you continue to walk, continue to see yourself like your own reflection begins to grow and twist and dement. Start to smell that sweet, sweet smell of burnt flesh. As you yourself, your own reflection, becomes worse and worse.
I'm gonna shake my head at it and try to shake it off and you know and reach out and cover it up with looking like I'm just reaching out, inspecting the damage with my hands to the hallway.
Put your hand out to just sort of cover your own reflection. Except this time, you touch skin. Charred, boiled skin. Hard bone.
Yeah, he pulls his hand away at that. Kind of takes the shillelagh from club form to walking stick form because he needs something to lean on.
Still
He
walking?
really wishes he had any. Yeah, I mean, if he stops, Gemma's gonna bump into him from behind, and
I'm
nobody
pushing you
wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Gemma, you're kind of behind him, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, what else you doing? Anything? Just trying to ignore it?
Yeah, just trying to ignore it, and get past it.
Gemma, you fully notice that there is someone walking beside him.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bulbous, just grotesque looking copy of Pike, partially burned on the face, to where you just see like part of the skull is just that bone white.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it actually like turns its head and looks back at you.
Okay.
Take it easy.
And just continues keeping pace with Mike.
Okay. I'm not. I mean, denial is like a thing you can do, right? So I'm just like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Everything is fine. As you guys get to the front of the ship, where the sound was heard, where you know the sound came from, it is quite literally been broken open. But
By what?
would you like to take a closer look, Brad?
Yes, please. What did the damage?
Secure us, Brad.
Was it a giant hand, perhaps?
You step forward, your foot squishes slightly. You look down, notice a puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge deal, right, Brad?
Well, it depends on what color the puddle's at.
Seems to be a normal, clear puddle.
Then we're fine.
Surrounding the outside of the ship are these beautiful red flowers.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Vines growing up the trees. Flowers are slightly wet, glistening in whatever light there is out here in this sort of foggy, thick atmosphere. Doing, Brad?
Inspecting what made the thing, which is claw marks, fur. Is it organic? Was it a machine? Because Mr. Man said his code went wrong.
Hallmarks?
Claw marks.
Nothing.
Nothing. It just kablooey?
It just opened forcefully.
That's even worse. Oh. All right.
In the forest.
I don't want to go out there. What are you talking about?
Brad, you hear help.
Oh, I hear someone yell help.
Door open, Brad. Shut the door on me. Please.
Whose voice is that?
Oh, you know whose voice that is.
I know whose voice that is.
I don't.
But she's gone. There's no way. I focus on my flashlights towards the forest. Do I see anybody?
See more flowers.
Hmm.
See more vines. Would hear her voice. Still calling.
Does anyone else hear this?
Say yes.
Okay.
Can.
Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
I was really trying not to. Yeah.
Okay. So, so far, either we're actually experiencing this, or mass hallucinations and hysteria are a thing. So, which is it? And Brad, you gonna weigh in on this, your security chief?
As of right now, there's something that blew its way into the ship, and I'm hearing a voice that I shouldn't be hearing right now.
You're hearing a voice that you shouldn't be hearing. Jarek has run into something that he came out here to get away from, mistake from his past. I'm here because of a mistake, and so Gemma,
Yeah.
wanna share with the class?
I mean, I'm here because I want to be. Why else would anybody be here?
What were you clacking together when you got Jarek to throw his coins down to you?
And I'm just gonna like hold it out in front of me and like let it drop, and it's a pair of dog tags. I mean, basic things, right?
Yeah, yeah, not disagreeing.
Uh, I mean, we're not gonna talk about the scary thing next to Captain Trout here.
Brad looks back at scary thing next to Captain Trout.
Same.
All see the very grotesque copy of the captain. Skin bubbling, scalp pretty much missing, revealing just the white skull. Part of his face burned away.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Isn't he pleasant to look at?
Just you know it's there, right? Everybody else sees it. You saw it. You pointed it out.
I mean,
Pike,
yeah,
do you
I
not...
see it. Captain, do you know what's next to you?
The longer you look, the more that you can smell that sweet burnt flesh smell.
Yum yum.
I mean, I'm way too familiar with it as a mechanic.
Puck, earlier you asked, are we really experiencing this, or is it a mass hysteria? For mass hysteria to happen, we would have to have shared memories. None of us knew what each of us did.
I didn't do anything. I don't know why you guys keep saying that.
What's on the
That's
tags?
I mean, it's just a name.
pretty insistent with what was on his coins.
That's fair.
Coins just had names.
See, then you understand. It's just a name.
Perhaps you're right. It's just a name.
I don't think
Either
anything
way.
going on now is.
Whatever
I
it
don't
is,
know.
this is real.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the burnt trout's all about. I mean, it's obviously overcooked.
Well, I'm gonna like reach in my pocket and I am gonna pull out freaking name tag banshee. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna need you to elaborate some more there, buddy. And I'm like gonna place this like into your hand, Captain.
Oh, well. So, if we do get out of this, I'll bring you up on charges later. But, because you've obviously gone through my quarters, this is my former military call sign when I was a fighter pilot. You must know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep incriminating myself because I don't care. What do I have to lose? And I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna need you to explain these, and I'm just gonna like toss these papers at you because I am like sick of your shit. And I'm gonna be like, so it's like, hey, no jobs for you. Redacted incident. Redacted some more with a bunch of names and deceased next to them.
Well, that one is from the lowest point in my entire life. I had a moment of inattention and I managed to plow the frigate that I was in charge of piloting through a migrant vessel. Um, and the migrant vessel was smaller than the frigate. Go figure. And almost 1,000 people died that day, followed up by another near 1,000 being permanently injured and disabled between the vessel that I was on and the migrant vessel. So those names on that are the names of the civilians who died because they were presented as evidence at my court martial, which, if you would like to know, failed, as it was a bit of a technicality. The migrant vessel, its transponder and running lights were not functioning or up to code. And I thought I could do anything. And I wasn't paying attention. And I was doing things by the book. And
So thousands of people died?
yes, thousands of people died. And then my fiance broke up with me because she couldn't live with the fact that I had that much proverbial blood on my hands. I was heavily suggested by my superiors and peers that I not bother re-enlisting at my next term because my career was basically over and I would be humping shuttles back and forth from whatever backwater space station to whatever other backwater space station. And my grandfather happened to die on the same day.
So
And
I mean, I'm really sorry about your granddad. But you're telling me that you were told that you could not have, like, you were just going to be being an errand boy, basically, yeah? And somehow you got chosen to be on this ship as a pilot, and you didn't think that was weird at all after being rejected a million times, apparently.
Yes, because flights like this, ships like this, they, if you haven't noticed, with the exception of it appears to be perfect white wool Gemma, it appears they stock them with the kind of people who either can't get a break elsewhere or aren't going to be missed.
Okay, well, I'm not white wool. I maybe like to take things.
Well, that's obvious.
I mean, okay, the name on the tags is my pops.
So he killed your father.
No, God, no. He was great.
No?
He was a great dad.
No, as in the mistake, because you found those dog tags in his room, right?
Actually, no. These were in the hallway, but I did find another set in your room. The name, Vincent Manganiello. Does that ring a bell at all?
No. Did he serve in the Space Force Navy?
Mm.
Because if he did, then it's possible he was on the vessel and was one of the casualties of that day. Unfortunately, it's hard to remember.
No, I'm pretty sure Uncle Vinny is still alive. Unfortunately, plagued in space.
Gemma, as you're talking with Pike, you notice that the form behind him is just growing ever more agitated. You watch as you throw the paper with the names at him, and he just kind of disregards it. That the vision itself starts to multiply.
Oh God!
Until his reflection is just dozens of reflections.
Anyone else see this? Please tell me I'm not alone.
For my own selfish reasons, I have tried to convince us of this the entire time. But obviously, airing out our dirty laundry is not helping. And I point at the reflections.
That's why I haven't said a word.
I'm angry. Sorry. Can't keep my mouth shut. I'm from Chicago, okay?
Let's figure out one problem at a time. Reflections dealt with. Pike, how are you feeling at this current moment?
Do you look at the reflections?
Oh, yes, I do. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I turn and face him.
Reflections get doubled. No.
You watch as all of them open their arms.
I punch the closest.
Hit things first. Talk later.
It moved in a sketchy way near me, therefore violence.
Hear the twisting of the metal. You can hear the impact.
You're not wrong.
Did I survive?
Waiting for you. Ike?
Yeah, they're right. Should have been me that day. But you know what? I'm done running. So, here you go, Gemma. You seem to want to be in charge. Have a stick. You're in charge now. And I walk over to my reflections and just kind of embrace them like old companions.
So he gets to walk off.
I'm assuming the reflection's like right next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't walking too far.
You guys all watch as Pike quite literally walks into the ship and disappears.
Shut up. Oh
All
my
of
gosh.
his visages disappearing with him.
No!
I try to grab.
You hit the side of the wall.
I punch wall.
Punch wall.
Jarek.
I'm in charge now.
I have nothing on that. That's. I guess he got his grand finale.
Guess so. How are we gonna get off this ship? How do we survive?
Are the
You're not.
systems still coming back online? Or can we patch this hole in any way?
You are more than welcome to close the door if Brad would like to ignore the person calling out for his help. Yeah, go ahead and draw 3 more cards.
Oh, crap. Okay. No. I knew it. I
Three
knew it was
neutrals. Let's go.
too good to be true tonight. 3 haunts.
Oh, brutal.
Neutral haunt.
3 neutrals.
Crap.
Very nice. Well.
The ship's not going to fly, not for a very long time. Only thing we have is whatever's out there.
So to the forest.
Forest?
That's where I'm going.
As you
don't want to go.
I'm assuming at least partially fix the front door.
Yeah, I mean.
Before you go. Grab whatever necessary supplies that you may need. Head out into the thick fog. Right. What should be almost cheery feeling forest. Quirky trees growing in all sorts of directions. Can't help but have that very heavy feeling. Just lost Pike. You try and push it out of your mind. I think that this is a fantastic place to end it for the night.
What?
We don't get happy endings around here.
But we're in a forest. It's talking to us.
An alien forest on planet designation Wonderland.
Ah!
With the Cheshire Moon.
Ooh.
Love it.
I could dig
Nice.
that.
Nice.
Nice.
I would love to continue, but I feel like we could go for like another 6 hours, and that would also be slightly horrible. As it would be wonderful.
All of this is horrible. I hate everything.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the horrible wonderfulness that is Locus.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Hope today did it somewhat justice.
Oh yeah, 100%. Great visuals. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Holly.
Say that again.
I said, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying it was really crazy for the first time that I've played it. It was awesome. Thank you.
Well, if we want to go around the the table real quick if you guys want to shout out whatever you're doing, projects, places people can find you, all that good stuff. Real quick, thank you to the people who raided. I know that that's
Yes.
long gone, but thank you for the raid. Thank you for the subs and all the fun
Craziness.
villain point and card draws and.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome
so
to the madness.
Great. Glad here. So why don't we go ahead and start with Oh My God, Holly D?
All
What are
right.
you doing these days?
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter at OMGHollyD. I would love it if you gave me a follow. But I will also be back on The Lost Caravan on Monday, I do believe, in the morning. Yes, I had to think about that. On Alice in Wonderland Day. And then I am also hoping to DM a index card RPG one shot at the end of the month on the 30th at the AM time slot. So if you are interested, please, 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 I think we're gonna do the Viking setting. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah. So other than that, that was great. Thanks, Tessa, for terrorizing me. It was fantastic.
Thanks for volunteering to be terrorized.
Of course.
Kyle, what you doing? Where can people find you?
Hey everybody, I'm Shadowhawk here around the interwebs, and that is pretty much, if you see it spelled like that, it's probably me. And if it's not, let me know, because I would like to know somebody who spells their name that way. I was happily emotionally damaged this evening, and you can find me over at the Lost Caravans Discord, where I hang out a lot on a fairly regular basis, like every day. Cat pictures, memes, just general wishing everybody a good day, and getting the same back, and we just kind of all hang out, like we're online friends, maybe
Right.
even actual friends. It's kind of crazy.
Great.
You can find me here on the Lost Caravan channel on a fairly regular basis, doing one shots. And I am also here every Sunday on Lancer Day, is part of the afternoon Lancer crew. And I will be running a one shot at the end of July for Cyberpunk Red. So if you want to take a crack at trying that game out, and seeing what it's like with me on the other side, by all means, get out there and sign up, because the July signups are out, and I know we're filling up quick.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on, Dave.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Dave. I am part of Hangman's Gate RPG. We play exclusively horror games on Friday nights. We're currently in a Cult Divinity Lost and Vampire the Masquerade campaigns. I'll be back here on this channel Saturday for Vassin. And then on the 23rd of July, I will be running a one-shot of Cult Divinity Lost. So everybody else has said it, but if you're interested in some more horror, come sign up. Come see me. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. All right. And Billy.
Hey, that's me. I am Billy. You can find me at the Lost Caravan Discord channel, which I am a moderator of. Generally, I don't do anything creative other than with these nerds. And then July 21st, I will be DMing my first game on the Lost Caravan of Scum and Villainy. So we'll get to do some heist shenanigans, hopefully, and see if we can go on there. By all means, like everyone else says, come check it out. Do the July signups, and I hope to see you there.
Yeah. As always, this is the Lost Caravan RPG. I am Tessa. You can find me mainly in the Discord, doing all the scheduling. This is my first time DMing here. So
Wonderful,
thank you,
wonderful.
all of
Lovely.
you. Thank you. My first time also DMing Locus. It is a fantastic game. Please go check it
Yeah.
out. It really does need like a little mini campaign to get the full on.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be raiding um, some channel that I couldn't see quick enough to say. But thank you all for being here. And thank you to all my wonderful players. Oh, Magi RP. Haha, thank you to my beautiful Hooper as well, who did all the music and behind the scenes.
Music was good.
Oh,
It was.
There's that song again. Three games of Locust, and this one song is just
It's
triggers
always
stuff.
Fallen in.
He knew.
It's pretty deep.
He knew. Yeah, no. Who's it by? Cobble Path Games. Yeah, go check them out.
Nice.
Ah, there we go.
Awesome.
Right? Cobble Path? Are you reading or what, Hooper? What's going on? I feel like I'm just talking my face off now.
RPG by Cobblepath Games.
Yeah.
Jack Milton and Stephanie Williamson.
I gotta say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Everyone say
You're
goodbye.
cute little trash pan avatar.